Hi everyone, welcome back to Joanne Tech Lover. I'm Joanne, and I'll be taking a look at this LG V10 smartphone. This phone is the first of LG's V series, and it's pretty sweet, so let's take a look inside. First up are the accessories. This is a review sample, so I've just got the power adapter and micro USB cable. It's all I need, and I'm sure you'll get a user manual with yours. Let's take a walk around this phone. The V10 sports a massive display, which is great for gaming and movie watching. It has a 5.7-inch QHD IPS quantum display at 2560 by 1440 resolution. The second screen is a 2.1-inch IPS quantum display at 1040 by 160 resolution. It's nice that it comes with a screen protector, but I would recommend getting a higher quality tempered glass protector. The phone itself comes with scratch-resistant Corning Gorilla Glass 4, but it doesn't hurt to layer on the armor. On the top left of the screen are the dual 5-megapixel front-facing cameras, first I've seen on a smartphone. One is a standard 80-degree lens, and one is an ultra-wide 120-degree lens for close-up and group selfies. Above the second screen are the light and proximity sensors and earpiece speaker. Moving to the top edge, we have a mic and IR blaster. The left and right edges have a sleek stainless steel finish, and the phone is 8.6 millimeters or 0.34 inch thick, with a weight of 6.77 ounces or 192 grams. On the bottom edge is a headphone jack, micro USB port, mic, and loudspeaker. The back cover is made of silicone with a unique textured pattern that's good for grip. I received the ocean blue version, and there should be availability in the space black, luxe white, modern beige, and opal blue variants. Also on the back is the rear 16-megapixel camera with an f-stop of 1.8. Flanking the camera are the dual LED flash and laser autofocus. Beneath that array are the power and volume buttons. The power button also doubles as a fingerprint scanner. Let's pry the cover off like so. I love removable batteries because they're so easy to swap out, and it's great for when you don't have time to charge the phone with a power cable. The V10 comes with a 3000 mAh battery. Of course, there's a microSD slot for expanding storage up to 2 terabytes. I may install a 64 gig card in there. Here's a look at the specs. The V10 houses a 6-core 1.8 GHz Qualcomm Snapdragon 808 processor and Adreno 418 GPU, with 4 gigs LPDDR3 RAM and built-in 64 gigs of storage. It comes with the Android 5.1.1 Lollipop OS and has support for Wi-Fi 802.11 AB, GN, and AC, as well as Bluetooth 4.1. I would say one of the main features of the V10 is the second screen. This allows you to be more efficient with some tasks without having to turn on the phone and drain the battery. I really like that I can check the date and time at any moment without having to swipe into the home screen. This happens a lot, especially when I'm out and about. And by swiping to the left, you can access the volume control. This is useful especially if you're in a meeting or out watching a movie and you forgot to turn off the sound. It's also convenient to toggle the wireless, flashlight, and camera when the phone is off. I can remember a time when I got home and it was already dark, so I was fumbling with my keys, and quick access to the flashlight option would have been lovely at the time. Once again, I love the knock-on feature of the LG G series and V series phones. It just makes life easier. The second screen when the phone is on is brighter and customizable. You can include up to 5 apps on the screen, and these are my frequently used apps. You'll also get notifications on the second screen. Just drag and drop an app you want to remove, then proceed to move the new app you want onto the shortcut bar. I really like that the Settings app is now a part of the second screen, so you have 2 ways of entering the Settings menu. Swipe to the left to look at your recent apps, and again to see your signature. Of course, I went with Joanne Tech Lover. Press and hold on this area of the screen if you want to change the signature. You can also pick a font from the current selection. I went with pure white. It just felt right. Now everyone knows this is my phone. Mwahaha. In settings, you can choose to either show the second screen when the main screen is on or off. I choose both because why not? In addition to the second screen shortcut apps, you can also add up to 6 apps on the bottom of the screen, which is just fantastic because that's 11 apps you can easily access at a glance. Another big change that I was really looking forward to is manual mode for shooting video. I only had access to manual mode for taking photos on the G4, but this takes it to another level. First, let's take a look at the other camera modes. There's simple mode, where you just tap on the screen to take a photo. Inside auto mode is the multi-view mode, which is pretty cool. It allows you to take multiple photos or videos with both the front and rear cameras. Just swipe on the screen to adjust the view, either selfies or the rear camera view. And here you can see the 80-degree and 120-degree angles at work. There's also gesture shot and view for selfie takers out there. You can take photos via gestures in the auto mode. Manual mode for camera is just amazing. I change it up for every photo that I take depending on the lighting and whatnot. You can see your current camera settings on the top row. There's even an option to shoot in raw JPEG if you prefer. Let's take a closer look at the white balance, manual focus, exposure compensation, ISO, shutter, and auto exposure lock on manual video mode. How awesome is it to be able to see the left and right channel audio bars on the top left of the screen? It's like a professional DSLR in a smartphone. Happiness! There's also an image stabilization option for removing motion blur. So pro. Head into settings if you wish to shoot in 4K. There's an option to shoot in slow-mo under the 720p setting as well. It's great that you can change up the FPS willy-nilly. Let's take a look at the mic settings. Check out the wind noise filter. Fancy! And then there's white balance. Just slide this bar here to change up the warmth and coolness of the shot. Manual focus also comes with a slider bar, but if you get tired of that, you can always switch back to auto. The ISO can be very useful, but the higher up you go, the grainier the image gets. The shutter speed only goes down to 1/30th of a second for video, but camera mode has a wider shutter speed range. And finally, here's the auto exposure lock button. You can always switch to manual and change up the settings yourself, because you're awesome like that. And here's the best part, you can change up the settings like white balance as well as ISO while recording video. Sweet! Now onto snap mode. This will allow you to assemble short video clips from 3 seconds up to 1 minute into a short film. Tap the video icon once to film a 3-second clip, and press and hold the video icon for a longer clip. Once the video clips are saved, you can also choose to share the video instantly on a social platform. This is great if you're in a hurry or don't have access to a PC. What's even cooler is that you can edit the video after filming it. Editing can be done in the Gallery app by tapping on the pencil icon. You can toggle the speed effects and create a 15-second auto edit, which will compress a lengthier video into a 15-second video highlights reel. Also, I love that you can add filtering effects as well as background music to the video, which really spruces it up. After fine-tuning the video, it can also be shared straight from the Gallery app. Hope you like my short movie about the passion-fueled fight between Totoro and Ms. Crab. Let's head back into the settings. In the Share and Connect section are the NFC, Android Beam, and Mirrorcast features. There's also a tethering option for when you're in a pinch. I was having some fun in the settings in the home screen options. You can change the screen swipe effect. I rather enjoy carousel. For those of you who prefer a specific knock code, head into lock screen. Select screen lock, choose knock code, and go from there. I frequently tap into my screen, so the double tap works just fine for me. Smart settings can be useful if you don't work from home, as the sound settings can be customized depending on your location. Sweet! I like the mini view feature. Swipe on either the back, home, or overview buttons to get to the mini display of your screen. This will make it easier for you to use single-hand operation, though I don't think I'll be using it as my hands are tiny to begin with, but I'm sure some of you could make use of it. There's an option to unlock the screen or see locked content via fingerprint. This feature also enables payments through Android Pay. Go into Fingerprints and Security, and you'll need to set up a knock code, as well as scan your fingerprint using the power button on the back of the phone. I like to check off the power button instantly locks option under lock screen. Then when you try to unlock the phone, you'll need to place your finger on the power button to be scanned or enter a specific knock code. Here's a reminder of the shortcut key commands via the physical phone buttons for Quick Memo and Camera. Quick Shot is also available in this menu. I actually use Quick Memo quite a bit for grocery lists and other things I need. I really like that there's an accessibility section for the vision, hearing, and motor and cognition impaired. Good thinking, LG. The quick cover case feature is new to me. If you're using one, you can answer calls, stop timers, power off your phone, and see notifications via your second screen. If you didn't already know, pinch together on a screen and you will be able to set up the main home screen, as well as add, remove, and resituate certain screens. And the drag down menu is still in effect for notifications and more app shortcuts. You can also add new functions to the home touch buttons under display in the settings. This is one more way to make your life more efficient. Here's a look at the standard home touch buttons. The overview button will allow you to select dual window mode, as well as clear all history, and hold this button down to access settings. Let's set up OK Google, as that's a very nice tool to have around if you are unable to use your hands to do a search or you are too lazy at the moment. Hold down the home button, then press this menu and go to settings. Select voice and then OK Google detection. Or you can choose to retrain your voice if you want to redo. Once you say OK Google 3 times, you're all done. Let's try it out. OK Google. Search for Joanne Tech Lover. Can't forget to show you a demo of a preloaded video by LG and give you a listen to the sound on Max. Wish they included a new preload, but this is still cool. The V10 uses a 32-bit hi-fi DAC from ESS technology that optimizes sound quality when headsets or speakers are connected to the phone. You can turn this feature on in settings. That wraps it up for this look at the LG V10 smartphone. If you like what you saw and you want to see more like it, be sure to hit the like, comment, and subscribe buttons, as well as follow me on social media. Joanne Tech Lover Facebook, Joanne Tech Lover again on Twitter, and Joanne Tech Lover once more on Instagram. Also, be sure to check out my other YouTube channels, JTL Lifestyle and JTL Cuteness Overload. I guess all that's left to say is mwah!